It is time for top picks here from David Burrows, president of Barometer Capital Management. We are looking at Inter Pipeline Fund, IPL.U. You bought this in August, most recently at $15.28. You've been driving home this theme of safe, conservative, dividend-paying companies like this one.
Yeah, this has been one of our biggest positions over the last couple of years. We just keep adding to it. You look at what's rallying on the up days in the market, and through the course of this rally, it has been these defensible names, the ones with yields. Through the course of the summer, you look at the way they held in like champs. So there very clearly is an appetite for this type of security. If you like secular growth, and we do multi-year growth, we believe that oil sands production will double over the next 10 years, and that's going to create a need for a bunch of things. Infrastructure, specifically, being able to move the stuff around, and they've got these oil pipelines. They've got liquids extraction business, natural gas liquid extraction business, which is used for as diluent to help move bitumen through the pipeline, so they market that. They've got a storage business. They'll grow their cash flow 4 or 5% a year over the next few years. They're going to grow their distribution along the way, their dividend. It pays us just under a 6% yield. You've got yield and a secular theme, and there's very little variance in the business. And we do think that this industry is likely to consolidate over the next few years, unfortunately, because we'll lose some of these investments. But I thought that the deal last week, Kinder Morgan and El Paso, points to the fact that that's going to happen. So I don't know who the consolidator will be in Canada, but in the meantime, we can get a great yield and a little bit of growth and in something fairly predictable.
That'll be something to look forward to. Imagine Enbridge, for example, getting together Inter Pipeline or something like that. All right, let's move to the largest chip company in the world, Intel. You bought this in October at $24.04 most recently. Why Intel?
Well, it's really interesting. We look for industries that have gone out of favor over a period of time where valuations have been compressed, and then look for changes in those groups that would cause us to see a revaluation. The mega cap tech stocks rolled over in 2000, and they've been going through multiple compression for 10 years. In other words, in 2000, Intel earned about 50 cents a share. This year, they'll earn about $2.50 a share, about 5 times as much. Yet it's only trading at 10 times earnings. It's got just about a 4% dividend yield, and they've got 80% market share in their key market. So if they can just grow wireless and mobile devices a little bit and continue to get their 60% margins, I think that's a pretty defensible business model, and you're not paying a tech multiple that you did back in 2000. So tech on a relative basis is now outperforming the market in those companies with strong franchises.
And David, another defensible name, as you like to say, Brookfield Renewable Power, BRC.U. You bought this in October most recently, $26.87.
Yeah, this is one we've continued to add to. Brookfield Renewable Power is being combined with Brookfield Asset Management's renewable power businesses to form Brookfield Renewable Partners. They'll have about 5,000 megawatts of hydroelectric power production, very, very predictable business. The average contract they have is a little over 20 years in length. I think it's 24 years in length. So long-term contracts, most of them with a CPI clause, meaning they get paid a rising fee as inflation goes up. They'll grow their cash flow at 10% a year for the next 5 years and probably grow the distribution by 3 to 4% a year. So again, 5.5% yield with a little bit of growth in a very predictable business.
3 ideas from David Burrows, Brookfield Renewable Power, Intel, and Inter Pipeline Fund. Always great to get your perspective, sir, on the markets and
great to be here.
Everything else. We will see David soon. Thanks again to him. Thanks for your calls tonight. We've got Bruce Campbell tomorrow, so tune in for that.
As a professional fund manager,